What's up, beautiful people? It's your boy Mac.
And Laura here, and we're just friends who can't agree on anything. So we thought we'd come on here and have you guys settle a few things for us.
That's right. Every episode will have new topics, new ideas, and definitely new arguments. And as we know, there are two sides to every argument.
Yeah, there's Mac, and then there's me, who is clearly always right.
Whatever. So check us out at DVoteTV, DVoteTV on Instagram, and help us settle the score.
Yeah, let us know what you think. Let's get started. Okay, so before we get started today, I wanted to let you guys know that I clearly, by a landslide, won on the last argument. I'm just saying that 82% of the people were on my team. And here's why. Online dating is stupid.
I don't know what happened. 82% to 18? I don't know. I felt like maybe I didn't do what I was supposed to do. I don't know if you were campaigning.
I was not
sending text messages. Hey, vote for me. Vote on my side. I think it was more like you have more friends than I do, or whatever the case may be.
That is definitely not the case.
And next time. This time.
Are you here to redeem yourself?
This time I'm here to redeem myself.
Okay, let's give him a chance.
So check this out. I was telling Laura that I had a friend. He's trying to break up with this girl. He's been trying several times, at least 10 times. He tried to break up with her. But what happens is when he sees her face to face, it starts becoming emotional, it starts becoming intense, and next thing you know, they don't end up breaking up. But he wants to do it. I said, listen, bro, do it over the phone or do it via text if it's a situation that, you guys are too intense to do it in person. And Laura...
First of all, you keep saying too intense. I want you to tell them the real reason. They deserve to know. I want the full story.
It's part of the story.
What's the full story?
Part of the story is the loving's too good.
Okay, so he goes over and the loving's too good and now he can't leave. Here's the thing, I'm sorry. If you are not adult enough to be controlling your hormones, then you're the problem. Secondly, people deserve a face-to-face breakup. There's somebody you have a relationship with. You should be man enough to have this conversation with them. The person deserves closure. I mean, how do you sit there on the phone and make a decision like, okay, I think this relationship is over, and just shoot a quick text? Like if you were running an errand.
I don't mean to shoot a quick text, okay? What I mean is that it doesn't necessarily always have to be face to face. And I'm sure you've seen the video where the girl goes over, she tries to break up with a guy, and next thing you know, she's trying to leave, and the guy's hanging on the car and not letting her leave.
It's a
and she's trying to drop. Are you serious?
I am so serious. If you are in a committed relationship with somebody, this is not somebody you're talking to, this is not somebody you've been on 3 dates with, no, this is a committed relationship, you have to take the time, you have to have the balls to go there and break up with them. I'm sorry.
I don't think it's about courage, it's just about being able to think clearly, lay out whatever words you want to say clearly, or be able to talk on the phone and take turns talking without having to look at a person and you watching their heart break as you're trying to break up with them.
Okay, Matt, darling, you realize their heart's gonna break whether you're there or not, right? So you not going over there to not watch their heart break, it's about cowardice. Like, you are being selfish and you are taking care about how you feel instead of taking care about how the other person's gonna feel when you break up with them.
Okay, but I've talked to a couple people, and that's what I was telling you. I talked to a couple people, and people nowadays have actually, more and more often, they tend to break up over the phone because they have a certain discussion over the phone, and it leads into the conversation of, you know what, I don't think we can do this anymore. Or they're texting each other, and then it becomes, you know what, I don't think we can do this anymore.
If you are getting to the point in the relationship, in the conversation where you feel like you're going to end up breaking up, this is the moment for you to say, I think we need to stop this conversation here, and we need to meet in person and talk about it in person, like adults.
So you would stop a conversation that you already have an idea that this is not going to work out, just to go meet the person, just to waste their time.
This is not wasting their time, Mac. This is about respect. Again, we're all adults.
You know how fast a person wants you out?
People need closure.
So you go to the house to break up with the person. They're maybe running through certain emotions that they would rather not see you right now. You get what I'm saying? They would rather not see you. They want you out.
Okay, you're making that assumption.
Okay. Okay.
That's an assumption on your end.
Okay, so
I would say we need to talk about this in person. and I would meet them. And if they don't want to see me, then okay, fine. We don't need to meet in person. But if we're both adults, this conversation happens face to face. I am going to tell you, I am deciding to end this relationship. It is my decision that I do not want to go forward. And I need to have the balls to do this in person with you.
Okay, so email, of course, out the question.
Get out.
Phone call, out the question.
Get out.
Text, out the question.
Yes.
Well, I've seen on social media people who put single and ready to mingle, and the other half doesn't even know.
And do you realize how disrespectful that is?
It does, right? That's the lowest end you could go. But I don't see how having a conversation on the phone is as bad. At least that's what you make it sound like to me.
I'm saying a conversation on the phone does not give the relationship the due respect. And I'm sorry, if you and I are both adults, we have committed our time to each other, right? And our whatever else to each other, then at that point, we both need to be adults and have this conversation.
Okay.
You need to, here's something else that happens when you do it this way.
Yeah.
It drags it out. You send the text.
Yeah.
You end the things. It leads to them calling you at some point. And then you gotta
Same
have the
thing if
phone
you broke up in
conversation.
person.
No, it's not.
Then you show up and next thing you know there's an oopsie baby.
Okay,
right?
first of all, if you're not in control enough to not end up with an oopsie baby from a breakup.
It happens. Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Do you think there's an appropriate time to break up with someone? Like, let's say their birthday's coming up. Would you break up with someone before their birthday?
If you need to, yes.
You would break up with someone before their birthday.
If it's time to break up.
Thanksgiving's coming up. You'd break up.
Thanksgiving? What does Thanksgiving have to do with you and I?
All right. Christmas coming up.
Yes. You break up when you need to break up, man. Dragging things out for longer.
Valentine's Day is coming up.
You break up when you need to break up.
Wow.
I mean, try not to do it on Valentine's Day, but yeah, like a week before, sure, have your thing. Like, listen, I'm sorry, but
a day before their birthday, you breaking up with them.
Yes, listen, if I have come to the conclusion that we are ending this relationship, I want to give you the respect that you deserve and do it whenever it needs to get done, and not drag you along for the next 2 weeks just because I feel bad doing it on your birthday.
I think even if you break up in person, you can still get the phone calls back. Am I lying? Yeah.
I'm sure.
Most people, it's still the same reaction. It cuts out having to being uncomfortable, being able to lay out everything you want to say. It's for both parties.
Both parties?
Yes.
No, Matt. When people have broken up with you, have they ever done it over the phone?
I want to talk about it.
You've never been broken up with, Matt?
I want to talk about it.
You've never been broken up with?
I don't know. It's happened.
It's happened? Okay.
It's happened.
And has it been over the phone?
It's happened. I don't know.
And have you enjoyed being broken up with over the phone?
It does, at the point when you're ready to break up, none of that really matters as much. I would not ask someone to come to my house to come break up with me. That's me. You break up.
That's not about you asking them. It's about them understanding that this is what you do as an adult. And I would like to say, listen, excited. You are also the person that only ends the relationship when the relationship is so dragged out and dried out that it's like it's gonna literally break itself.
I have to wait. I can't be breaking up before a birthday. I can't do that. It has to be the right. There's a time for it too. All right. So apparently there's a way to break up and there's a time to break up.
So wait. When do you think it's appropriate to?
It has to be when nothing's going on. Like there can't be before the birthday. It can't be around Valentine's Day.
So if their birthday is in January, right?
Oh.
And their graduation is in May, you're going to date them from December through June just to make sure you don't break up with them in an inconvenient time.
Or take the time to figure out, is that what you really want to do? Anyway, what do you guys think? Okay. Because I know this time there are people in my corner, all right? First of all, do you always have to break up with someone face to face?
Yes.
Okay, we'll let them decide.
I'm just letting you know.
Okay, and I disagree because I know people nowadays, we break up over the phone, over text, and there's nothing unprofessional about that, all right?
Unprofessional.
So I know you guys are going to be Team Mac on this one, right? And would you break up with someone before a birthday or before a special occasion?
I say that you have to break up with the person in person, and I say that it has to be done whenever it has to be done, out of respect for the relationship and them.
Well, I disagree.
So let us know what you think.
Let us know what you think.
Okay, so Conclusion is, we need to hear what you have to say. So go ahead and check us out on Instagram. We'll have the polls up on the stories through the weekend. Let us know what you think. Are you on my team or are you on max 18% of the population team?
Yeah, check us out at DVoteTV, DVoteTV on Instagram, and the poll should be up on our stories.
We'll see you next time. Bye.